Corvallis, Oregon. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the Oregon State Beavers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Bobcats head coach before the game. He knows he has the best wide receiver right now in the country. They are so excited about the talent and experience that they can get to downfield. But they've got a young passer. How will they put into play, into the scheme, ways to get him the ball? Depending on what the defense does, this will be a big storyline we'll follow throughout the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Beavers ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Atkins. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bobcats offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And here comes the sophomore running back. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times. Running inside, it's Atkins. There's a crease. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That's caught. It's Sparks. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
The Bobcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Atkins. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Jackson gonna throw it. Taken in by Smith on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So Oregon State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
The run inside. It's Hatcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Milwin. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They'll try to run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Jackson will throw. Got it. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside, it's Jenkins. And they're able to get him down.
Well, this guy's up for the Butkus Award for a reason. He's one of the best, plain and simple. He's so good at just triggering and IDing what's happening in the backfield, David, and he can shoot those gaps. You saw a couple TFLs in their last game out. He does it again here early. Just possesses those instincts that are hard to coach.
Instincts and the speed. He sticks out. He looks like he's running faster than everybody else. He knows.
Intercepted for the 11th time. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Beavers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
And we got something different, guys, here in the 2nd quarter. We got points, right? No points in the 1st quarter. Both defenses had their footing. Now, offense finally strikes. Gets something going. Gets down here on the fringe, too, inside the 30. Capitalizes on it. Gets a touchdown. And we got our first score of the football.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They'll go back to work on offense. Takes the handoff. It's Hatcher. Nice move to keep running. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Escapes trouble. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. That's reeled in. It's Milwin. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the right. It's caught. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Beavers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point is good. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Jackson gonna throw it. Quick completion on the out. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line stands on the result of the play. The Bobcats will punt this one away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Hampton. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1. And this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Newberry. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Runs through the tackle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in, it's Newberry. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Got enough for the 1st. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Beavers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Hatcher. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. The Beavers using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead with a field goal, but a touchdown here gives you extra cushion. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Texas State sideline. Developing story, guys. Their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Complete to the right. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Paul.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Smith's got it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 8 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Yellow Jackets, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Corvallis. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Durant. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Beaver offense, ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Makes a man miss. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Beavers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wide receiver going in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Beavers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Right on the money. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Plows through the defense. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The run inside. It's Jenkins. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Jackson gonna throw it. Complete on the left to Smith. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to do it on the ground. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Hatcher. It's a fumble on the play. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
They'll move the wide receiver. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Hatcher. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this score. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground. And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the...
Maybe a crease. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He'll get rid of it. Finds space on the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Bobcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running inside, it's Atkins.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. The Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. We'll have a stoppage here as there is a Beaver down on the field. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Going to the run, it's Atkins. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen him. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now first and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a fourth down.
Touchdown, Bobcats! They move on top here in the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Oregon State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing.
Flying down the left side. Past the 30. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Texas State takes the field hoping to get this drive started. And they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Here we go. Third down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Jackson will throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
Got room at the 35. Big play on the scramble. Got out of bounds, stopped the clock, picked up the first down, and now they'll try to find a way to score.
Defensively, the clock late in the game, when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, let that clock tick.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. just going to keep it after the snap. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! They've tied the game in the final seconds.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hatcher. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Looking for a man, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs and all of them.
Touchdown, Beaver! They get on the board first here in the overtime period.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Quarterback making checks. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. He'll go to the air. It's caught. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Bobcats. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
We play on 1st down here in the 2nd overtime period. Jackson gonna throw it. Keeps looking downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You were set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions. A big 3rd down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Stepping to the right. Breaks into the open. He's brought down. Good pickup on the play, but not quite to the 15-yard line. That's where he had to get for the 1st down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down.
Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. And they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. They'll crank up this drive with the pass.